In this video, I will be talking about Celebrity Roundup. Hi, this is Abe Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a T.I. is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. And this week, topics on Celebrity Roundup, I'll be talking about T.I. and Tiny's sex trafficking scandal. I really wasn't going to do a story on this at first, but it's still trending and it's still popping this week. It was alleged last week that T.I. and Tiny were doing sex trafficking and some other crimes and stuff like that. And so it was reported by different blogs that T.I. and Tiny had been doing this for years, this open marriage and the swinging stuff. And so they were saying they were the allegations were sex trafficking of minors and having people being prostitutes some kind of stuff or something similar to that effect. And so when it first happened, T.I. and Tiny both denied anything that was going on and stuff like that, and they were saying that the stuff was not true. But then over the weekend, T.I. got on his Instagram and said that all the lies, that all the stuff were lies and it was not truth. And anybody who was in their sexual escapades were told the rules, the strategy, and all of those people consented to do the things that they did with T.I. and Tiny. At first, people were just thinking it was just T.I., but then Tiny didn't say too much of anything either. Oh shoot! Let me stop it. As I just mentioned, they said all the people who were doing with them were people who wanted to do stuff with them when they were fooling around and doing all these threesomes and stuff like that. To me, I don't, to me, they could have done that, when they were younger, teenagers in their early 20s or something. But T.I. and Tiny are both in their late 40s, going on to their 50s, and they're still doing this marriage swinging stuff like that. And they fail to realize that even though they're getting maybe younger people to help them do it and stuff, a lot of people are looking at their fame. Tiny is still popular from the group Escape, and they just did a reunion in 2017, and then they had their TV show Ti and Tiny. Family hustle, so people know that they got money. So a lot of times when you're in these swinging marriages and stuff, you're thinking these people, are just doing stuff just to do stuff, and then maybe y'all give them a little money behind the scenes or whatever for doing whatever they're doing. And then when they come out and want more money and want to sue, then you looking all stupid and funny. So that's why I say people shouldn't be doing this. Or doing these out of the way illicit sex acts to try to keep their marriage going and stuff like that. If you can keep your marriage going just between you and your husband, spicing it up, you don't need no two and three people coming into your marriage, and then they wind up suing you, wind up suing you, trying to get all kind of money from you. And on the last and final note, VH1 decided to stop production on the T.I. and Tiny show because of the allegations, and they said that they're just going by the investigation. But hopefully that show will come back. It might not come back because T.I. was getting on my nerves. On another note, Nene Leaks. It was reported by most of the blogs that Nene Leaks had been fired by all of her team, her manager, her lawyer, and her agent. But Nene Leaks came out a day later and said no, she was not fired by all of her team. Some people she dissolved the relationship with. She said she dissolved her relationship with her lawyer, and she dissolved her relationship with her management team. And she said that don't mean that all of her team left her, but then they were saying her agent dropped her too. And a lot of people were saying, when you have agents and stuff, they're supposed to be looking for you work, booking you work so they can get paid. But Nene Leakes hasn't been doing anything lately. I know she's said on her YouTube channel that she was supposed to be having some kind of restaurant opening up in Atlanta and stuff like that. And she tried to do a podcast, which was a flop because the production was bad, and people were talking about how the production was bad, and the guests that she had on there wasn't doing anything. And by her keep on suing Bravo for discrimination and all this kind of stuff, I think it's going to be hard for her to get another show anytime soon. She might have to lay low for a while and maybe come back and reinvent herself maybe a little bit later. I hope everything goes good for Nene Leaks. On the last and final note, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the gorilla glue, the gorilla glue girl. What it was earlier last week, the gorilla glue girl did a TikTok saying what she used to use some kind of go to jail to gel down her hair, slick down her hair, but she decided to use the gorilla glue spray because she thought that would slick down. She thought that would slick down her edges too, but it really glued her whole hair together. And she got on TikTok, crying and saying that she was gonna sue Gorilla Glue because she washed her hair 15 times last month and still couldn't get the glue out. She went to the emergency room. The emergency room nurse didn't know what to do. Was trying to help her out and just gave her some medicine. I think it was some aphrodite or something like that to help her. And then her home girlfriend was trying to help her get it out. And what happened? This African doctor in California saw the story and decided to help her out by doing surgery and cutting off her hair and stuff like that. And so I was glad, I was feeling sorry for her because I know how it is to go through pain when you can't sleep at night, because I have a back injury. You can't sleep at night when you're in pain. But at first, when she's talking about suing, I was saying, well, no, they didn't ask you to put that. And then when Gorilla Glue came out and said that that their stuff is for fixing up tables and stuff like that, gluing table legs, and it's an adhesive for hardware and stuff like that. And they were saying, well, how she can do it? And some people were calling her stupid and crazy and all this kind of stuff. And I was saying, well, it probably was a simple mistake. But after I looked at the human side of it, we all make mistakes, and like sometimes mistakes, you can hurry up and fix them out, and then sometimes the mistakes cause you a little injury. So I'm glad that the doctor fixed it. And when he came out and said what he did, he said, it was a 4-hour surgery. He said he contacted Gorilla Glue and he told Gorilla Glue, you should have had some way on there where if people use this and don't know how to use it properly, well, then they know how to get it out, because he said he used aloe vera, olive oil, and X-Tane. And he said he put the Gorilla Glue on a wig and showed it to his kids. And after he did the chemistry of it, it started coming out. So that's what he used. And even though Gorilla Glue got a lot of free publicity from the Gorilla Glue girl, she did say on TMZ last night that she was not trying to get it for clout. She thought it wasn't going to hurt her hair and her edges. And she said she's been through a terrible ordeal and she's tired of this. She said the only mistake that she made was going on TikTok and doing the video. And I agree with her on that and stuff. So I hope she gets the help that she needs as far as her hair. And she was so happy that the glue was cut out of her, that she does have a little short haircut and a little hairstyle. And now she's got a manager, and people have been checking on her Instagram and Twitter page. And since her Instagram and Twitter page followings are up, people are thinking she did it for clout. I hope she didn't do it for clout, because that's a horrible way to do something for clout, where you have to go through surgery and stuff like that. Even though the doctor said he did it pro bono, if she gets any kind of acting work, she should take it upon herself to pay that doctor. This is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a T.I. is. I am out.